Hi, welcome to Indigo Wings Intuitive, and this is our weekly read. I am a day behind because I got my days mixed up. We had a bank holiday Monday and it completely went out the window, and I realised I hadn't done my weekly video. So what I'm going to do for this week is what I've been doing for the last few videos, where you choose the number from 1 to 3. And so you choose pile 1, pile 2 or pile 3, and we'll see what comes in for one of those numbers. So we'll get straight on to pile 1. Oh, I'm sure they like to fly. So pile 1, what have we got for pile 1 for this week? See if they're gonna fly or not. Okay, we have the ant spirit, time to collaborate. So this is kind of like, what I'm getting with this is what Spirit is showing me is building blocks. So we need, I'm being shown the children's building blocks, and there are lots of different colours. So we want some brightness, we need some vibrancy, we need some energy. We also need an outside input. So this could be a business of two people coming together. It could be ideas, springing ideas off each other. It doesn't necessarily mean going into business, but it's kind of like going in together and having a mentoring kind of relationship. If it's relationships, it means building them relationships, coming together, kind of working together more in sync with each other, and thinking how can you make life more colourful and vibrant is what I'm getting, because I'm seeing the building blocks again. So we're building blocks of the foundation, nice, vibrant, colourful, in a good collaboration. So the foundation of whatever is coming in, are going to come in, is solid. Okay, so we have the beaver spirit, and I've just said foundations, building foundations, and the words at the bottom are lay a solid foundation. So they're obviously going on a theme here. So as the beaver kind of starts to build, and they work together as well, there isn't a single one, that they kind of work as a unit and help each other to build their dams and bring all their wood and do all that they need each other. So this this can be a family unit, this can be friends, this can be a business relationship. Take what resonates and leave the rest. This can be a couple where you need to build the foundations more solidly in your relationship, or it could be that, you know, when you start a new relationship, you're looking to build those, build from very slow up, building this nice foundation. That's what I keep getting with that one, so for you pile ones. And then we have the grasshopper spirit that flew out as well. So taking a leap of faith. So let me see, it's got a crown on its head. So thinking yourself, you know, connecting to that higher self, connecting to the queen and king inside, knowing that you're worth it, knowing that, you know, you need to move forward in vibrant. This is good. Lots of colours and vibrancy they want to bring you. Sometimes we have to leap into the unknown, and you know what, and it's an adventure in itself, isn't it? It's an adventure to leap into the unknown, and sometimes we don't land on our feet and sometimes we do, but it's all a lesson. So we have, this came out, so we have prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. So we have abundantina, so we have some money, some abundance, not necessarily money on everybody's case. It could be that, you know, things start to flow a bit better, a relationship flows a little better, just more things that bring you in, those brickwork things that come in and give you a fuller week to think on. We'll just do one of these and then we will move on. Okay. We have the Shadow Queen. So we had Queen before. Acquiring knowledge. this is insecurity and manipulation. So insecurity could be that, you know, you're not feeling very secure in where you are, and that's why they keep saying about building firm foundations, making sure that, you know, everything's aligned with you, everything's done for your highest purpose. You know, feel good where you are. Something should feel good for what you're doing, not bad or a lower energy. But we have this acquiring knowledge. So we have the feeling like, you know, maybe again it's that you need some sort of knowledge from outside of yourself is there. So manipulation to make sure that you are doing what you want to do and nobody else is stepping in and kind of then you're following their dreams rather than your own. Okay, and I'm going to go on to pile 2 in a second. If you've enjoyed this reading, I really enjoy that if you give me a like, or on Facebook you sometimes see mine, or subscribe and all that kind of jazz. So we will go on to pile 2. So pile 2. Pile 2. These don't want to seem to jump. Oh, too soon they jumped. So we have the porcupine spirit. Time for the beginner mind. Okay, so we have the fact that, you know, sometimes we need to it's kind of the expression you can't, what is it? It won't come to me, and something about laurels. So you can't go on what you previous know. You have to kind of go from a beginner stage, like you know nothing. There is always knowledge to learn in whatever field you're in, or whatever career you're in, or what spiritual path you're in, or relationship you're in. There's always something for you to gain knowledge in. There's always something that you learn about your partner. I've been with my husband, what are we on now? Like 20 years, 21 years. And so I'm sure there's always something there that, you know, you're learning. But I feel like, you know, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But this is kind of feels like more like new knowledge, or career-wise. It feels like, you know, you're coming from a beginner's mind, and you're moving forward, or you're refreshing or renewing. Something's refreshing or renewing around you, and you can't sit on your laurels, is what I've just heard. I think that's the expression. I knew it's something like that, but it means you just can't rely on your previous knowledge to move you forward. You need to look at it from a fresh point of view, fresh perspective. Okay, so now we have the sandpiper spirit. Be playful. So this week's energy is to be light and fun and playful and laughter. They are bringing me the pink blossom at the moment. That's what Spirit is showing me, the pink blossom. So we have the fun, we have the love, we have self-love with the light pink. We have fertility. I can hear the word fertility. So we have some growth, some energy about us. We have the spring, and we have that. We've just had Beltane. So it's like we have all this fertility energy, and that can mean also for those of you that are trying for a baby, or those of you that are not trying for a baby at all. This is a time of growth, a time to move forward. Okay, but let the energy be playful. So if you are trying for a baby, sometimes it can be quite stressful, especially if you've been wanting it for a long time, and the energy kind of goes down and you're not quite as playful anymore. This is perhaps where you can lift in and be playful, and that goes for everything in life. The Spirit are bringing in that playful energy to uplift you and move you through this week. So there is the koi fish spirit. There is always enough. There is always enough. So that's the kind of like a manifestation mentality, isn't it? The mindset is why, you know, it's kind of like look at your neighbour and then see like they've got all, maybe you don't know them, but they seem to have everything, and you don't quite have. You strive and you move forward and you try to make the effort, and you don't quite get the same results. But what Spirit are trying to say is that there's always enough. You look at what you have and be truly grateful for where you are, because that's part of manifestation. I am not saying that, you know, you can't have needs and wants and all that, because we all do. We all would love certain things in life to come to us, but it flows more freely when we are living with the fact that we already have. There's already enough in the world. Everybody can manifest something, can manifest their own success, or whatever success means looks to you. Abundance. Each of us will have a different idea what success means, what abundance means. Yeah? So it's like saying to yourself, I'm so grateful for where I am and what I have, and I know that the universe provides, and there's always enough for me. There's always enough. So having that mentality of saying to yourself, there's always enough, is part of the manifestation journey. Oh, that comes out. Okay, golden opportunity. I'm really rubbish at pronouncing their names, some of them, so I'm going to like Yamayana. Terrible, but I'm like, so important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. So again, I have this kind of joyful feel with the you always think of laughter when you think of dolphins, family. Dolphins also represent the end of something and the beginning of something, so new cycle beginning for you. But this is an opportunity coming your way. Be open to receiving, be open to new suggestion, be open to learning. Okay, that's what I've got with that one. We'll finally finish with just one of these, and then we'll move on to pile 3. There we go. So we have the dragon duel. So this is inner conflict, morality, and conscious choices. So if you've got conflict at the moment, it could be like, you know, you can't make your decision of where you want to be or what you want to do. It's kind of that you're fighting yourself. You're not fighting anyone else. You can see that there's 2 dragon heads there, and they are just fighting each other. So it's kind of like don't think of other people as competition, don't think of situations as competition. You're kind of like fighting each other, so you just need to kind of at the moment take a breath and step out of your own way, because the only person that's stopping you to move forward is yourself. That's what this card is more like. It's like kind of like go deep within and sense, what are you fighting? What is happening with you at the moment? What do you need to shift in order to move forward? Okay. Hopefully, take what resonates and leave the rest, and I shall be back next week. If you've enjoyed the reading, I really do like your likes, shares and support and all that kind of stuff. You can comment in below if anything resonated with you. And I shall see you next week. We're going to move on to part 3. There we go, we have a pig spirit. Use your mind wisely. Okay. I just got really happy emotions with the pig as well. So we have the mind. Yes, we have to kind of use our minds rather than our hearts. Think things through logically, and we will fly. Pigs fly. That's why I'm going, because it's got wings, doesn't it? Pigs fly. You'll see pigs fly. Some miracles there. So some sort of shift of energy where you bring in a little bit more vitality and a shift in energy. I've also just seen Spirit have just given me bubbles, like, you know, like children's bubbles where they blow and they pop, and the children love them. My children love them. Something so simple that my kids just love. They've always loved, and I think that's generally a thing with children. They just love the most simplest of things. So I think that's kind of like what Spirit are trying to say. So, you know, just enjoy the most simple things, like the bubble popping, and it's simple as, like, you know, a child just getting on a swing. How is that just something so simple, and it's just so joyous to them, and so it's tapping into that inner child as well, is what I've got for that. Tapping into that energy around you, using yourself, your mind and your capabilities wisely. You can You have so much capability and kind of like you can move forward. That's what I feel like, you can move forward. I have to say that take what resonates and leave the rest, because it's for a broader reading, so we just okay, we've just got another idea on there. We've got the eel spirit, electric eel spirit, bring your ideas to life. So then that's saying, thinking, the pig is think with your mind, think of your ideas, think logically. We also had the idea of like the inner child and bringing the bubbling up of that energy and thinking of something very simple that will bring joy. But we have bring your ideas to life. So whilst you're having those thought patterns and thinking, you know, think outside the box as well and think of miraculous things, think of your goals, your dreams. Yes, there has to be a logical side to all of it, you know, you can't just wave a magic wand and something's going to happen. There has to be, manifestation takes, it takes a practical approach as well. You have to, you know, have to lend a hand to the universe as well. It works with you. Just there annoy me. Bring your life to, yes, full circle is what I've got when I look at that. The word is full circle. So it could be some of you feel like you've just come full circle and you're kind of like, where am I going now? What have I got to start with? But it's saying go back to your ideas. What your ideas? I can see a journal in front of me. I can see you kind of, you're kind of going through all these juicy memories, all these like thoughts and feelings that you've had of goals, perhaps, and it's kind of writing them down and like niching them down to something that helps you with your goals and your dreams. So it's something in you now, within you now, is trying to get out and bring you a little bit of electricity, bring you a little bit of life, a little bit of movement. So I said miracles before, and I've got the cow spirit there, and the miracles are endless. So again, it's talking about miracles. And we have the cow with all flowers, and we have summer, like the summer, the late summer, autumn feel from this. But again, I've got the seasons to seasons, something for season to season, something's long worth growth, something that can, for some of you, this is an instant thing, like, you know, you're going to come up with an idea and it's instant. It can be like, you know, you just suddenly decide that you've had enough, you want to move home, you want to move career, or it can be something so simple of, even like, you know, you want to completely redecorate the living room. I'm just giving you examples, but it's like, this feels like like when I said full circle, and now I'm seeing the seasons there. Something that you can grow with, a goal that you come up with that's going to take the seasons to go through for you to accomplish it. So we have Axel. You are a channel for divine healing, medicine woman. So we have some healing, we have some energy of healing, saying that, you know, you can be a healer and everybody can be a healer in their own right. Even when someone comes to talk to you and you're just passing on your little bit of advice, that is healing. Because words are healing. But this can mean that, you know, for some of you, you want to perhaps, you do Reiki, you do forms of healing, you know, you're passing it on, you can do distance Reiki. I've just heard them talking about animals then, so for some of you, maybe you want to, you're sending out healing thoughts towards the world, you're sending healing thoughts out to animals in particular. We'll go for this one. Oh, we did. The River Queen. Flow, letting go, natural movement. So this is like, we're going to let go. We're letting go of what was not being able to control, what we can't move forward with, and we're just letting the flow come in. We're letting go. It's natural. It's natural movement there. What I'm sensing from her, it's kind of like, I've just heard the spirit saying jewel in the crown. You're the jewel in the crown. So think yourself as, we've had a lot of queen energy through, I think it was, I can't remember which pile it was now, but there was another queen came out. So we've had some Queen energy here, some higher energy that you need to feel, and it needs to be, you need to naturally move forward for you. It's your pace. Perhaps that's why the seasons come in. You can't force things to happen. It has to happen nice and flow. It has to happen nice and naturally. But the ideas are coming in. But we have to let go of. So once you've got your ideas and you've brought them down, some of them you just have to let go of for now. You can write them down and they're always there. You can go back to them. But something needs to be let go of for you in order for you to move forward this week. Okay. I hope that helps some of you. If it resonates, take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you've enjoyed your reading, then I really, really am grateful for your subscribes and likes and shares and all that kind of stuff. And I shall be back next week. Bye.